Okay, so I just started my second ever solo backpacking trip. Should be better than my first solo backpacking trip when I was way out middle of nowhere. There's like no other people out there, and there was lightning and thunder and hail, and I hid in my tent for 4 hours being scared. Do you hear that? It's hailing. Okay, you're okay, Alicia. Thunder. It's clear skies today. There's no thunder or lightning in the forecast, and I'm going somewhere where a decent amount of people hike. It's a pretty popular trail, so even if something scary happens, there'll probably be other people there. But yeah, feeling good. Just getting over COVID. So we'll see how I feel once I start the steep climb. But I've got lots of Ricola cough drops. And yeah, here we go. 3 miles of this trail's pretty flat. And about 2 miles in, you get to walk by this really pretty lake. I don't know how to say the name. Hyas. H-Y-A-S. Hyas. But yeah, I like this flat part so far. But I know once I get past 3 miles, it's like 3 miles straight up. Alright, gonna keep going. The lake in the mountains up above. Here's one of the steep sections of the trail. Climbing up 2 miles, 2,000 feet. Start. Here we go. All right, there's a view of the lake that I was just walking by, and view of that mountain. I don't know what it is. I'll have to look it up. And just a little bit more up until I get to Tuck Lake, and then from Tuck Lake it's just about another mile. What a beautiful, beautiful day. It's so quiet out here. I love it. All right, onward. Alrighty, here is Tuck Lake. Took me 2 hours, like 15 minutes. First lake. Next, going up there to Robin Lake. That is a mile, maybe 9,000 feet, maybe less than that. Now that involves a little more scrambling, which not too much exposure. So scary. All right, here we go. Okay, so when you're on your way to Robin, just try to stay as close to the lake as you can. Look for these logs to cross. Last time I was here, I went kind of further right. That was the wrong way. So that's the right way. You can go the other way. It was just a little bit harder. So my advice, stay close to the lake on your way up. Otherwise you'll end up over here by, I think that's called Tuck Pond or something. All right, this is Robin Lake. From just above where I'm camping. I'm camping right down there. This is my little marmot spot that I'm just hanging out in today. Watching people have fun. Granite Peak is up there. And I think I'm gonna try that tomorrow. Today I'm just chilling and relaxing and enjoying these views, which are so pretty. That's Mount Daniel over there. See Mount Rainier. Yeah. Perfect day. Today's adventure sponsored by Trico Peak, because I'm still getting over COVID. So I'm gonna eat these. Good. I'm going to do a tour of Montana. So there's other camps over there. This is where my tent's at. Not too bad of a view. Nice view over there. Water. And Mount Rainier. And then I've got this little spot here that's kind of nice to lay down and relax in. And this is my where I eat dinner, probably breakfast spot. Check it out. Pretty nice. Alright, so I just decided to go for a little walkabout. Because I feel like I've rested enough. So just kind of exploring around some of this other area. Lots of cool granite rocks. I'm gonna go up here and take a peek at the view of the lake from up here. Oh, it's so pretty. That little area in there. Perfect little tent site down there. That's a cute, very good spot. My spot's over there. And then Mount Rainier's that way. Very cool. Very pretty. I wonder, looks like you can get over that island too. Or it's not an island, it looks like it's connected, but some cool spots to camp up there too. Very pretty. You hear that? It's a marmot. I am pretending to be a marmot up here and having a really good time. I'm watching people and yeah. Alright, beef stroganoff. And my view for dinner tonight. Getting ready in my tent to go to Granite Peak. We'll see if I make it. I was a little nervous. Let's just see route things, but I will do my best. I'm gonna put on some sparkle today. Sparkles on it. Okay, there's definitely sparkles all in my tent now. okay. And I'm alive. Alright, starting my climb up to Granite Peak. Up that way somewhere. I put on some sparkles today for the trek up. I haven't even gone very far, and check out this view of Robin Lake, all the campsites. I think Trico's over there. I might try and do that later today, depending on how long this takes me. There's that Robin Lake, Mount Daniel. It is just amazing up here. There's also like a loop or something if I go to the top and go to the peak that I can loop around that way. I don't know. We'll see how adventurous I'm feeling. Okay, onward and upward. Going up and up and up. Oh, check out that view behind me. So cool. I'm so happy right now. Oh, hey, Karen. I love Karen. Karen's so helpful. I'm always so happy when I see her, because it makes me know I'm going the right way, especially when I'm by myself. I get kind of scared when I'm navigating by myself, but I just have to remind myself one little step at a time, and I always kind of turn around and check backwards just to make sure I know what it looks like behind me. Yeah, I think once I get this top part up here, it looks like it flattens out a little bit before the final push to the summit. Stepping rocks. But yeah, pretty well marked little trail up there, so highly recommend so far. Well, this is pretty amazing so far. I'm not even, I don't know, maybe I'm halfway to the top, but I just keep stopping because it's so pretty. And I have nothing else to do today except this, and then maybe go to Trico Peak. So I am just enjoying every little bit. So pretty. And it's I don't want to speak too soon, but it's pretty easy to follow this route. It's not that hard, but I don't know, maybe the climb to the top will be a little harder. We will see. All right, I just went down that. When I got there, I was a little bit scared. I wouldn't have been scared if somebody else was with me, but like I said, when I'm by myself, I get a little nervous. It wasn't that bad. You can see Robin Lake down there, and now I'm going up that. Granite Peak is over there. Onward. All right, there's where I'm going. I think I'm gonna do it. It always looks a little scarier when I just look at it, but I think just going step by step, it actually like doesn't look that hard. And I was telling myself, if I ever get too scared, I just stop and I turn around, and that's okay. That's okay. All right, next up, the top. I made it to the top of Granite Peak. Did it! And it wasn't even that scary. It was pretty easy. Climb up. Glacier Peak's over there. There's the way I came. There's Mount Daniel. Some pretty lakes. Gotta look up what those ones are. So proud of myself. that ridge line. I came up that and then went down this way, up that, and then down the other side. That's where Tuck and Robin Lakes are. Actually, it's Robin Lakes. Tuck's a little further down. Alright, so I'm feeling a little adventurous, so I'm going to try the loop. It goes down here and then around the lake and then back to my campsite over there. Again, if I get scared, I'll just turn around. But I can see the trail and it doesn't look like it's too hard. I think honestly this will be the hardest part, which doesn't look that bad. Just gotta go down some boulders. Not too bad. Dreamy trail right here on the other side of Robin Lakes. So far, I recommend doing this loop. It's gorgeous. You got all the views. Really pretty look down at the lakes over there. Yeah.
Kick.
Pretty view of the lake, and you can see my tent down there. I don't know if you can see it in the video. It's the orange one right in the middle. Looks like a lot of people have left. I'm sure a lot of people will be coming up later today, this afternoon. Alright, bye-bye. Granite, I took a nap. Well, first I ate lunch, swam, took a nap, and now I decided I'm mosey on over towards Trico Mountain, and we'll see if I feel like going to the top, or maybe I'll just get close to it. I don't know, we'll see. But very pretty out here. It's kind of this little valley of rocks. I found the Granite Mountain potholes down there. Pretty cool. That's Trico right there. I don't know if I feel like going all the way up there, but we'll just kind of keep moseying along. In the meantime, check that out. Very cool. Alright, well so far, going up Trico has been pretty easy. The trail has pretty much been just like this. Easy to follow. So, almost the top. Alright, official summit's over there. But let's go take a peek this way first. So cool. There's a trail, you can see those guys hiking over there. Overall, pretty easy. Only a little bit of exposure is just right there, but it's not scary. Glacier Peak. Alright, on to the official summit. Final steps to official summit. And that wasn't scary at all. Very easy. I'm glad I didn't psych myself out and tell myself not to go, because look at this view. Look at that. Wow. We are at the official summit. Look at that. So cool. hope this video I don't know. This one's really pretty. Don't know if it's better than Granite. Who gave me a GoPro? What happened to me? Backpack by myself. Backpack you. Just the GoPro. Just me and the GoPro and the marmots. And yeah. Alright. I think I'm gonna head back to camp now. So, we're coming up on like the one kind of sketchy part. It's not even that bad, but I figure I would record it just to kind of give you perspective. Sometimes the GoPro makes it look even more scary than it is, but this is it. It's the only kind of sketchy part. It goes down there, but it's not that bad. I'm gonna turn off the GoPro so I don't fall and die. All right, so I'm on the sketchy part now, holding on to a tree, but that's it. It's really not terrible. And even if you did fall, you probably wouldn't die. You might just get hurt. So yeah, that's the only really sketchy part. The rest of the trail is just pretty much like this. One section where I had to climb over a rock, but there was no exposure. So sure, technically I was scrambling, but wasn't scary. So yeah, another easy peak to bag. It's a 2-peak day. At the boulder spot that I talked about. Just this. It's not even that hard. Yeah, and no exposure. And that's better than that. Tuck Lake. You can see Tuck Lake way down there, which is kind of cool. And you can see that ridge that we climbed up to get to Robin. It was me and the GoPro. We are a team now, GoPro. You need a name. Maybe I'll think of a name. Not until Sunday, I think of a name for you, GoPro. Don't have one yet. We'll see. Came up to watch the sunset. What a beautiful night. So on a hike out, and beautiful morning. Now I just have to hike down this trail here, then we cut over to that ridge there, go down to Robin Lake, and then left back down the valley, and back to my car. Trico Peak there, where I was yesterday. Just walking down these granite slabs, which is pretty cool. I like this part. I'm gonna enjoy it because the last little bit is just in the woods. So enjoy the last views I get. Alright. Onward. right. Finished my hike. Met a nice guy named Mike that was hiking out, and he was hiking fast, my pace. So we ended up hiking the last like 5 miles together. He gave me a nice cold LaCroix. Good flavor. Pamplemousse, aka grapefruit. Yeah, it's a really good trip. Just what I needed. So, all right. Thanks for LaCroix, Mike, cheers, and for the good conversation. Bye.